Three, two, one.
Hello friends and welcome to another episode of Bollywood This Week. Friends, the movie which we are going to review today is none other than the much awaited movie for people outside Kerala, because it had not released in the week one outside Kerala, is the Malayalam movie starring Vineet Srinivasan called as Aby. Well friends, this is a fantastic movie. Once again, Malayalam cinema proves that this is an industry purely based on the merits of its screenplay, its story, and its fantastic actor. And what location! Truly, Kerala is blessed with fantastic locations and with cinematographers like Sudhir Surendran and the fantastic debut by Shrikant Murli. Aby is a journey which will make you cry buckets, and for every mother who has had a special child in her life. Friends, it is very tough to bring out a special child, because the hardship which you face, right from putting him in a special school, to after looking behind him, and what happens when the mother dies, the child is left on its own, is so tear-jerking. I mean, it's mentally so disturbing. It is fantastically portrayed in the movie. And how, I love movies in which, underdogs, arise to the situation. And in this scene, the underdog is not a normal human being. For God's sake, he's a physically, challenged, mentally challenged person. And how, in spite of not having a mother and, having this, thing in the brain, that he just, leaves himself and jumps, bridges, breaks his legs, jumps into rivers, and has a fascination with planes so much that one day he eventually makes his own plane. And how, the flying academy does not grant him a license to fly just because he is mentally ill. And when the plane owner tells him that, do you think a mentally ill patient can make a own plane, is fantastic. And when in the climax the scene moves to 2017 and Dubai, the Jumeirah is shown fantastic, and that visual really, leaves me in awe of Malayalam cinema. That this is a cinema which is going to be, is it going to be? It is the flag bearer of epic cinema in India. I mean, these guys are so original, and every single movie passing by is making me a huge fan of Malayalam cinema. So friends, what is Aby all about and why am I raving about it? Trust me, if this is not one of the contenders for the national award, I will file a petition and online vote for making it one of the contenders for this national awards this year. So friends, what is Aby all about? Aby stars Vineet Srinivasan, fantastic. It is Aby, and Mr. Ajju Varghese. You are a kick-ass guy, man. Ajju Varghese made my day yesterday in the movie in Aby. He plays Kunjuta in the movie. If you see this guy, Ajju Varghese, he's clean shaven, not like in an Oru selfie. He plays the school guy, and he is crazily funny in the movie. Don't miss Ajju Varghese. He is the bumper highlight of this movie. We have Suraj Venjaramudu, who is like a cat on a hot tin roof. Excellent acting. He plays the father of a heroine. The hero of this movie is Marina Michael. This shows, that these guys don't need 6 feet models with no six packs, nothing. This is a fairly dark girl, curly head, very pretty, average looks, but the acting which Marina Michael does on screen tells us that we need actors first and then good looking people. No doubt she's not good looking. She's gorgeous in her own way. Very different from the other breed of, the Katrina Kaifs, the Deepika Padukones. She is gorgeous when it comes to acting, and her looks fantastic. This shows the trust Malayalam cinema keeps in its, acting merits. Sudhir Karama, what a week this guy is having. After a fantastic performance in Oro Mexican Aprata, he's back here. And let me tell you friends, you may be thinking he's a drinking father and does nothing in the movie. His character is the most beautifully written and well-edged character of the movie. He is fantastic as a brooding father in this movie. Fantastic after the wife's death. The film also stars Vinita Koshi. Vinita Koshi, let me tell you, is very good looking. She is gorgeous. She plays the mother of the young Aby. Young Aby is played by Vasudev. I will tell you, the start 20-30 minutes as a young Vasudev will bowl you over. Fantastic in the movie. The film has a surprise role. We have Manish Chaudhary for once, who is not a Malayalam actor but does a fantastic job. Manish Chaudhary is the boss of Ranbir Kapoor in Rocket Singh, Salesman of the Year. You can go and see that movie. He's fantastic as the man who designs aircraft and airplanes but now is sadly drunk and down and dusted. And how AB brings him up from the doldrums, forces him, pours his alcohol bottles in the basin, and how he learns from him the art and skill of making an airplane, and in the climax takes his own plane in the skies, is a riveting story called as AB. And friends, all of you who have not seen this movie, what are you waiting for? This is a fantastic movie. So friends, what is AB all about? Let's start with the story. AB is a story of Vineet Srinivasan, the small AB. From the childhood, he has special ambitions, always keeps on doing like this, wants to fly in air, and jump from buildings, jumps from churches, breaks his leg. Doctor tells he's a special child. You should send him to special school. The scene where, mentally disabled, crippled children are going, and the mother, Vinita Koshi, takes him to the special school is very heart-wrenching. I felt like crying in the movie. She takes care of him, but he doesn't study too well. Every time there's a fear in the heart of the mother that this guy is going to jump from a tree, jump from a building, and the mother lives with, really in tension all the time. That's when the neighbor is Suraj Venjamodu. Suraj Venjamodu daughter Mirina Michael is friends with AB, and they go to school together. One day suddenly, father takes him to the wine shop every time. The mud, he makes mud planes in school. Fantastic. That scene, when it shows that this guy is not very good mentally but has a very good artistic skill. Well friends, especially handicapped children and mentally challenged dyslexic people are not good here, but the handwork is fantastic and this guy is gifted. That shows them technical details in which Shrikant Murli has gone into this movie, which is fantastic. The child cannot speak. Yes friends, the young AB cannot speak. Then when the mother tells him to tell Amma, oh ma, that scene is killer fantastic. But one day things start taking an ugly turn, and the father Suri Karama has kept some files in a cupboard, and our hero AB tears and makes the plane. The father gets angry, punches the mother, slaps the mother. I don't know if she dies because of that or what, but the next day the mother is found dead. That scene, you skip a beat. How the young kid goes to the grave and he doesn't know what has happened because he's mentally challenged. He comes from his mother, will no longer come back. And when he tells Amma, that scene is killer man. That guy, Vasudev, the young AB is fantastic. How he misses his mother is fantastic, friends. The start leaves you really teary-eyed and you're very sad in the movie. But let's start the review of the fantastic parts of this movie. 20 years later, we have, the big Vasudevan coming in. Fantastic. The next song, introduces our hero Vineet Srinivasan is fabulous. So friends, now what happens in the movie? Vineet Srinivasan, our hero AB, has grown up now. AB repairs cars and goes to college very nicely with uniforms, makes science projects, become a very stable man. He studied, I'm happy for that. And in the college we have Arju Varghese. This is a college or a school, I don't have any idea. They wear uniforms, but after 3 years they are shown to be married also. So let's take it as a college. So friends, he goes to college, with Arju Varghese. Arju Varghese is mad over heels with love with our heroine, Mirina Michael. Mirina Michael is a childhood friend of Vineet Srinivasan, and Suraj Venjamodu is the father of Mirina Michael but does not like her meeting with our hero AB. So friends, the story moves forward fantastic. Arju Varghese, the way he chases our heroine Amu, and when goes to school, people are saying prayer but he thinks it's a rock band, and goes to the laboratory. The laboratory comedy scenes are fantastic in the movie. Well friends, AB's dream starts and AB wants to go paragliding. For that he begs the NCC people that please let me in the gang, I want to go paragliding. But no one allows him. He runs and interrupts the paragliding procedures. People from the military come and punch him. Very sad scene, and how the whole family goes and gathers in Suraj Venamudu's house, and inside Ajju Varghese is studying. A plus B is the whole square, A plus B is the whole square, A square plus 2AB, and he's reading some sex comic novel. This is fantastic. That scene is very nice in the movie. That's when AB decides that love is the biggest feeling in the world, and that feeling cannot be replaced. After that, the science project begins in the school, and how AB develops a science project so beautiful that she receives for the heroine, not for him. For the heroine, the love for the heroine, he makes a science project for Marina Michael. Fantastic friend that wins a special award, and felicitated by Chief Minister also. And the whole area, how they gather and throng. But that's when Sudhir Karama, AB's drunk father, comes to know that this is the work of his child AB. And during the felicitation process, Sudhir Karama jumps on stage and tells, "This is my son's project." And the way Suraj Venchamudu and Sudhir Karama fight is literally dark comedy at its best, friends. Writing, the screenplay by Santosh Achikaran, beautiful, fantastic, seriously, that scene is fabulous. And that's when AB runs away from there, and scenes get down. Father, when he comes out from jail, sees that AB has been secretly building a plane. Yes, friends, AB has literally made the outer body of the plane, and on a hilltop, father gets angry on his son and burns that plane apart. And interval, you are sitting in the most fantastically written movie ever seen. Seriously, if this movie was made in Hollywood, it would be an Oscar contender. Trust me, these guys, have made a very nice movie called as AB. Trust me, they don't know. They have made a masterpiece. After second half, you think, oh, AB will do this, AB will do that. But after second half, the film moves to a southern state where AB starts working with some bunch of people. AB, with his bag, has run away from his house. He's eloped, and now he's working for a paper, he sells paper, magazines, shoes, and that's when he stumbles upon Manish Chaudhary, a man who builds special aircrafts but has now left everything and is drunk. So friends, what happened after that? How AB comes in contact, with Manish Chaudhary, and how he starts living with him, starts studying about how planes fly, how the planes are built, and how he forces him to leave alcohol. And one day Manish Chaudhary leaves alcohol and gets a big contract of a personal flight, and when AB goes and assists him, but that when the day the plane is ready, he's a drunkard. Manish Chaudhary tells AB to get lost from him. AB gets sad, The story moves 3 years forward. AB comes back to his hometown. Ajju Varghese, poor guy, is married. Not to a heroine, Marina Michael, but to a fat woman who goes and eats mutton biryani. That scene is crazy. The way she eats mutton biryani in a hotel. And all the people are standing around her. Well, friends, this is cinematic excellence. I'm going to kiss the hand of the writer of this movie. He's fabulous in the movie. The movie moves forward, and how AB in his 3 years has started developing his own paragliding cum aircraft. Well, friends, fantastic. The local media comes to know about it, and what happens in the end. How the officials come and ruin AB's party, and how Manish Chaudhary comes in. What happens? Is AB successful in flying? How does he go to Dubai in the end? For that, it's still very, early in the day. I cannot tell you the climax of this movie. For that, you have to watch AB, friends. It is a fantastic movie. How many stars for AB? Are you kidding me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cinematic excellence. Trust me, friends. Coming to the work, Vineet Srinivasan as AB is super fabulous. Fabulous performance. Ajju Varghese as Konjuta is crazy, kick-ass. He develops a science project in school, and one tower, and so many, he makes America in a towery. The tower lights up. Fantastic scene. Suraj Venchamudu, who plays the heroine's father, is fantastic. There is one scene, friends. Just for the scene, you can go and watch AB. When AB makes his aircraft, and the wings move, and Venchamudu is on the scooter, his dhoti flies away, and that scene, audience laughed minimum for a minute. That is crazy scene. Suraj Venchamudu also crazy in the movie, goes for a haircut with his apron and runs with the apron only. It's fantastic. He is superb. When he hears something about a daughter, he collapses down. That is also crazy. Full marks to Sudhir Karama. Very restrained performance as a drunkard father. In the end, how he feels for him is fantastic in the movie. We also have Harish Paradi in the movie, very small role as a villager, one of the villagers. Marina Michael, gorgeous girl, average looks but fantastic acting, beautiful curly hair, very nice. Director Shrikant Murli, take a bow, you made a fantastic movie. Manish Chaudhary as the airplane maker in this movie is fantastic. Vasudev as a young AB is superb. Vinita Koshi as a mother is fabulous. All in all, AB is a heart-wrenching affair, the best Malayalam cinema has ever made. Don't miss, watch it in a theatre near you. So friends, all of you who have watched this episode, my sincere request, there is a subscription button there. Please subscribe. For all of you who don't know, subscription is free, friends. You don't have to pay monthly, subscription, for watching my reviews. It's free of cost. Just press the red button and the bell, and I will be in front of you every Friday with a brand new Malayalam movie review. So friends, keep watching Bollywood This Week. This is me, Amir Ansari, Batman and Gotham City signing off. See you next week.